Okay, Octofish over at Democratic Underground cross-posted from an article by Alec Dubrow over at tompaine.com. At the top, there's a photo. The Octofish's question, want to know who made racism acceptable again in the good old USA? And there's a 1966 actual unretouched photo that appeared in Look magazine of Ronald Reagan smiling and walking in his white slacks and coat. And short sleeve shirt at his home with one of those lawn ornaments or whatever. There used to be a word for them of a black man, with the holding the little circle that you would tie your horse up to, right? I don't know the name for these things, but anyhow, you can see it. Jim is showing it on the screen right now for those of you who are watching on television. And here's what Alec Dubrow writes over at tompaine.com. Domestically, Reagan opposed every legislative remedy for African Americans, betraying a meanness of spirit and an open racism. As Sidney Blumenthal wrote in The Guardian in 2003, Reagan opposed the Civil Rights Act of 1964. He opposed the Voting Rights Act of 1965. He said it was humiliating to the South, which is why he opposed it. And he ran for governor of California in 1966 by promising to wipe the Fair Housing Act off the books. Here's a verbatim quote from Ronald Reagan about the Fair Housing Act. Quote, "If an individual wants to discriminate against Negroes or others in selling or renting his house, he has the right to do so." End of quote. Ronald Reagan. After the Republican convention in 1980, Reagan traveled to the county fair in Neshoba, Mississippi. It's near Philadelphia, Mississippi, where in 1964, 3 Freedom Riders had been slain by the Ku Klux Klan. Before an all-white crowd of tens of thousands, Reagan declared, "I believe in states' rights." Reagan was making a grab for the white racist vote, and it worked. Southern Democrats abandoned their party en masse for one more welcoming of white supremacy. And he was the best friend that South Africa's apartheid government had in the entire developed world. When president, he allowed his staff to refer to Martin Luther King, the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King. I mean, literally, his staff members were using this phrase, Martin Lucifer Coon. This is how bad it was inside the Reagan White House. And then, let's see, Octofish adds the question, anyone wonder what he meant when he conflated food stamps, vodka, Cadillacs, and welfare queens? This is the kind of stuff that leads right to this terrorist murder day before yesterday. It leads right to it.